everyone, welcome back. Of course, I hope you're already in for some new DIY inspiration. If you're new here and you see me for the first time, welcome. My name is Yanni and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. I keep it short. On this channel you will find seasonal DIYs and daily decor DIYs, so enough to see. Do you want to see even more DIYs? Come on over to my description box. There you find all the links for our DIY channels, so go check it out. And if you like this content, of course, I hope you will subscribe to my channel, because subscribing doesn't cost you anything, and give me a thumbs up. Enough talking for today. I'm going to take out my tumbling tile blocks again. Of course, I hope you join me. And if you're only here for watching, of course, have fun watching. For this DIY, we need, of course, our blocks, some paint at your choice. If you want to use it, some furniture rags, a brush, some glue sticks, your glue gun, and of course, you can use any glue you like. For this DIY, we are going to make a kind of a wall piece of a sconce. I don't know if I say it all right, but I hope I do. But at least you will see how it will turn out. And what we're going to start with is we are going to start with 4 pieces of 3. And we don't glue them together yet, but we are going to make them already. So we have them laying over here. And still 3 others. So it's very easy. Just make 3 rows of 3. And we just squeeze them together. And the last one already from the first one, like this. This is already number 1. And this is so easy to do. But for me, this was also a little bit counting out, because I really had no idea how I did want to have this one. I saw a little picture on Pinterest, and of course this one was made by Tammy. So, but I will give my own twist on it, because I figured out for me that one didn't work. So I'm going to give my own twist on it, like this. And the last one. And that's most of the time a lot with things you see on Pinterest. You can get the ideas, but you always have to try to change it up a little bit and make it your own, because that's always the nicest thing about DIYing. You can always give your own twist on it. I'm going to take one of them and the second one, and I'm going to glue this one together. Only this one. Just do some glue, and I'm going to glue this like this. Keep it in place for a moment. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take my wood glue. So not my glue gun anymore, but my wood glue. I have my wood glue. What I'm going to take 1 block. I'm doing some glue on the side and on this side. And I'm going to place it over here and just lay it like this. I'm going to do a second one also on the tops and on the sides. And we are going to lay this one also in here. We are going to take again a loose block, and we are going to do some on the sides again and on the top. And we are going to lay this one against the other one. We are going to take the same, and don't mind if I say a lot the same things. I just do it so you can make it one of your own if you want to make it. But everyone who is just watching, I understand sometimes that it is a little bit boring, so don't mind that. So I'm going to go now on the side and one on the top like this, and I'm going to place it this way. So not down anymore, just this way. I'm going to go for another one at the sides, and again this way. And already the last one from this side is the tops and this. And I'm going to place it also on here squeeze it. And we already have the start of the first ring of our piece. I don't even know how you call it, but we will see that later. We just go ahead and I'm going to go for one layer higher. Again, the tops and the sides and the underside. Like this, and again, place it over here. And you do the same, the tops, the side and the other top. And of course you see already what I'm doing. I have glue on the tops and I don't need glue on that top. I just see me doing it. So that's also with DIY. You can go as wrong as you can, and now you don't have to make the same mistake. Of course I should have done it this way, like this, and squeeze it and press it down like this. And now we're going further with this one, and we are going to do a one block, of course, but we are going to do it one higher, like this, on the side and on here. Oh, and we are going to place it over here and keep it in place for a little moment. And I see already I did one wrong. I need to get off this one and I need to do it not this way. I have to place it right up. So a little bit of glue again over it and like this. And I have to place it straight up instead of laying it down. So I have to do it this way. I'm going to take the other one and also on the tops, on the sides, and again place this one down. And now we're going further. We are going to leave a little space open over here. So I'm going to place 3 blocks next to this one. So we do 1 and 1, and we are going to, and of course I have it a little bit too high with the glue, but it doesn't matter. Wood glue is very easy to work with, so you can easily get it away. We are going to do another one, not too high and only on this top. And I'm going to place it over here. And now you see already, now we are at the end, and now we can place this one over here like this. So I'm going to do some glue on this side and on the tops. And I'm going to place this one also inside of here and squeeze it and press it down. Now we go further with this one like this, and we're going to squeeze it in, and we do some on the tops, on this top, and a little over here, and we are going to squeeze it in. And that's the great thing about wood glue, you still can remove it and press it in like this. We're going to do the other one, and this top, and again squeeze this one also in like this, and try to work a little bit with it because the blocks are not always the same height. It's always a little bit of a task, and just work your way. And you see already he is still moving around even when you glue it. That's the hard thing about wood glue, you have to work with it. And you see we leave a one piece open. We are going further with the 3 lows like this, and over here, and I'm going to place this one over here. We are going to do another one and on the tops. And the last one. And we are going to squeeze it in. And now we are going to try to get, of course, 2 blocks inside of here. So we will see if this will work out or not. And maybe this is one experiment is one disaster. So you never know with me if it will work out or not. So we will see. And now I have to squeeze this one in. And we will see if, if this will turn out right. I really have a hard head in it. So I'm going to place it in and then I'm going to squeeze everything together again, like this. And we are happily enough almost there. So this is a little bit, I think, one of the most crazy things I did, because this is not totally correct. And you see already this block is a little bit shorter, so I have to work with it. And even when I turn it over, it doesn't matter a lot. You see, it doesn't matter. If I do this way or this way, I can even try to go over it. I go for this side. So on the tops and on the side. And I'm going to place it in. And I'm going to let it dry for at least 1.5 hours. And you see, we have one opening, but we are going to make a little block like this, and I'm going to make it the size it needs, and then I'm going to fit it in. So for this little square, I'm going to I did measure out the size I needed, and I did cut it out just with a handsaw, so everyone can do it. And I'm going to do some glue on it, and I'm going to place it in. At least I'm going to squeeze it in because it's narrow fitting. So we do a little bit of glue on each side, and we will see what stays up on the side, because you're going to squeeze it in. And probably there will be a much better way to make this square, and I make it myself very difficult, but you know me, I'm just going to try it. And I have to do it this way and look for and squeeze it in like this. And now, of course, I let this dry also. And now he's totally a square. Then we can do the next step. So I'm going to lay this one aside, and I'm going to get some blocks, and I'm going to make again 4 rows of 3. Very easy. This is already 1 and 2, and we are going to make from this one also a square. That's why we need 4, and we are going to count it down. So this is, oh, I should have done number 3 like this, and the 3rd row of 3. And then we're going to make it a square, and when we have that one we are going to make a square every time a size down. This and the last. So it is very easy. This is 1, and this is number 2, like this. I have to remove it from my table, and now I'm going to glue everything together. Just do some glue on the sides like we did with the other square. This is 1. We're going to do some glue on the side, and we're going to place against this one, and of course try to get it as straight as you can. And now we have to see is number 4 is fitting over here, and you see he is fitting over here. So I am really happy. I only need to bend it a little bit, like this, because we want to have a nice real square, and keep it in place for a couple of seconds until it is dried up. And I removing my glue, and you see now we have already a nice square. And what my meaning is, because we are going to now make one of three, so we are going to lay this one also apart, and we go further with the ones of two. And this is already one of the two. This will be the second one. And of course, sometimes it sounds a little bit stupid when I tell you, and maybe some people think I know what you mean, so you don't have to show it to me every time. But all my DIYs are a little bit over doing it step by step, because I love to show you also how I make it. And if you want to make it, you still can make it for yourself, because it's very easy to make. That's why I do always step by step. And my DIYs are always a little bit longer. So, and not everyone is fond of that. So if you like short DIYs, then you are not at the right place, because I am always a little bit longer, and I always love to tell you a lot of the things. And if you have questions on me, just also place them down below in the description box. We would love to hear it, and you can do it here in All About Christmas channel, and of course, but you also can do it with our main channel Decor Easy. And if you want to say something to Diane or ask Diane a question, just go ahead and just ask. We would love to answer you. And again, squeeze it, press it down. And if you want to send pictures to us what you made, be free, because we would love to see it. This is already the second one. Now we make another square, but we are going to make it from one. So also very easy. Just place them together like this, and do some glue on this one, and lay this one against here, and we do the other one, some on this side and on this side, and we're going to squeeze this one inside and press it down. And we already have again another small square. And now I'm going to look if I have enough with three, or maybe I want to have more, because this one is almost barely coming into the second one. So I think I have to look for if I need more. So we made a ring of three, a ring of two, and a ring of one. And we are going to make another one, because I think he's a little bit too flat, at least at my taste. So I'm going to make one of four of one pieces again, like this. And we are going to place some glue here, and I think you already know, because I use this kind of squares more. So if you are familiar with all the squares, you already know that I use this one a lot. This is number 2, and I'm making also a number 3. And you are thinking, what are you going to do with all those squares? In a moment, I hope everything will comes together. So have a little bit patience with me, because this is taking a little bit too much of your precious time of your day. But there are a lot of friends who love, of course, a little bit longer DIYs. They don't mind. So, and I always think about that when I make it. And this is number 3. Remove the glue immediately. And now we're going to make a bottom of 3 pieces, and we are going to, like this, we're just going to glue them together like this, and then you get just simply one of this one. I already made one, but I was totally forgot to put my camera on, so I already have one of 3. So, and now we're going to look what we have. We have the middle piece. You see here, this is what we have. We have one ring of 3. You see this one, this is one of 3. We have one of 2. And we have 3 from 1 block squares. And we have a bottom with 3. So these are the main pieces we need, and we are going to give them first a paint and some furniture wax. So before I'm going to glue it together, at least I'm going to do the painted parts. The wax parts I will do later, because or else I can't glue it together anymore, because there is wax on it. I have my pieces sorted out. I'm going to give the back side of the wax color. I give the ring with the 2 pieces, I will give a wax color, and one of the 4 ankle pieces I do. So these are the pieces which will getting black. That is the one of the 3 block. And of course, the only thing I need to do is glue this one on top of here, and then paint it black, totally in the black color, and this one also in the black. So this part will be black, 2 of this one, and this one, and this one. But of course, we glue this first, and I'm going to do that very simple with some wood glue. That's very easy. Just go around the sides like this, and around here, and here. And then we just only need it upside down on top of here, exactly in the middle. And we have to look for if we have it in the middle. And now we're going to let it dry for a couple of minutes. So I have my painter's placemat under it, and I'm ready to paint everything in the black color. And of course I do the black, but choose any color you like, because I don't know what's fitting for your decor. So I always love the matte finishing of my schoolboard paint. So that's why I am choosing for this one. Choosing for this one. So I will paint everything off, and then we are going to glue everything together. I place you all a little bit higher so you can hopefully see it a little bit better. Now we're going to build our things together. Here we have the black parts, here we have still the blank parts. What I'm going to do is very easy. I'm going to take now first the black one, the bigger one, and I'm going to try, especially not this way, but like this. And we have to look for that we have it straight. The sizes here are the same, and the sizes here are the same. So of course I have to look for a little moment, and then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to do a little line here, a little line here, and here, and here. So I have the place where I want to make something with glue, so I can place it up here, and I don't go wrong with the size, but at least with the measurement. So I have to look for, I will finish this up. So you see, I made the lines for where he is supposed to be. I'm going to take my wood glue because I want to keep it for a long time. So I want to be sure that it's gluing really good. So I'm going to do for this, and just going to make a line over here, just a line over here, and over here, and over here. And I'm going to place my piece exactly on top of here. And that's the great thing. We made our line, so we can't almost go wrong. And I try to get it on the lines. And I have to look on this side and on this side. A little over here, a little bit more. And this is already where he's supposed to be. So I let this dry in a moment, but first we're going to build the next one, and this one will be just in a straight line, the same like we did with this one. And of course we are going to get it exactly in the middle. So I have to make sure that everything is falling inside. Again, take your pencil and just make a line. I have to go look for above and just go a line over here and one over here. So we are sure where we want to have our glue. A little here and a little here on this side and this side and this corner and the last line. And of course you see already now I have my square in here. At least I hope you can see it. Maybe I can show it to you a little bit closer. I don't know if the lighting is taking it up. And I'm going to do some glue in this space and in this space, in this space and here. And I'm going to place again the same like we did with the black one. I have to feel if there's nothing of glue on it so I can really get in here. Just like that. And I have to look on the top that I have it in the line, and I have it in the line. So I press up and again to make sure that he gets. And now I'm going to take a brush because you see already I did mess a little bit with my glue, and just take a brush and go next on the sides and just wipe your glue away and do it on some piece of kitchen towel like this. And of course I have to do this one and this side and this side and here also. If something is popping out, just make sure that you do some brush and fix it, because later it will will dry up a little bit clearly, but too much of white glue is never a great thing. So what I'm going to do right now we should do this one, but before we're going to do this one inside of here, we are going to decorate this because it's a little bit like a little box. It will be, but I'm not going to glue it yet. So I'm going to lay this one aside and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to make sure that I have this one also in the same length like we did the lighter one. And then we're going to do this one. So I will measure everything out. You see here I have the little pieces glued together, just the same with some wood glue, the same like we did with this one. And I didn't glue it yet on top of here because he needs to come over here. But I didn't do that yet because I want to give everything first furniture wax, and then I'm going to decorate the inside, and then I'm going to glue it on top of here. So, but first we're going to take some wax. And of course, if you did already painted it, then you don't have to do anything. You already can go on decorating the inside, but I still need to do the furniture wax. So I'm going to do all the pieces with some wax. Both of the pieces are now in some furniture wax. I'm going to take a piece of kitchen towel and I go over my wax and I wipe away which is too much of the furniture wax. So I wipe this away and I get a nice clean surface. So just wipe away as much as you think is needed. So I will finish this off. So all my wax is finished off, and of course I wiped everything away. I have here now still my smallest little piece we still need to glue inside, but it looks a little bit like a planter. We are going to get some green. I have some ferns, a couple of them, you see, like this is everything is, this is from an old plant from IKEA, and I rip always a plant apart, so you have lots and lots of pieces of fern, and it's always cheaper than buying them loose. I have some lavender here, purple, and I have some baby breath, and of course some piece of my boxwood garland. And I'm going to decorate it inside. What I'm going to do, at least that's my taste, you don't have to do anything. I'm going to cut off, I'm going to place them all four on top of each other like this. And I have to look if I have them at the same height, and this one over here. So now I have all four of them on the same height, and I'm going to look where I'm going to have them. I think like this. So I'm going to cut off a little piece of the underside this way, and now you see, now I have four of them, but all four of them the same. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some glue on the back side of your fern, and just over here, and lay it on top of your little container, or just how you call it. I call it a planter or container, but you can call it whatever you think it's right. And the other one, we are going to do the other side, of course, like this, and place it over here and let it dry for a couple of seconds. We are going to do the third one, and of course this is always going by itself, because you already know how you want to decorate it. And this one, and now the last corner, and I want to have it a little bit more this way, because he's not totally getting down. And some glue on this one, on this corner, and also again place it down and wait until it is dried up. And now you already have the first start of the base, and this is so easy. Just take four pieces, and I have a fern, but of course you can choose anything you like. Now I'm going to take some boxwood, and I'm going to rip them off my garland, and also a garland. This one was only €7. It's a little bit similar like dollars, maybe a little bit more. So, and for now I'm not going to take the undersides off, because you won't see them anymore. So, and I'm going to build a line around it. So I will show you that in a moment. So just laying them over here, just make a nice line around it. And I will show you a couple of them, and then I will do the rest a little bit outside of the camera, because this will take a little bit too long of your time, because I need to go all the way around. And now I have the boxwood on the side, and you see I have three over here, three in the middle here, three here, and three here. And you just saw me gluing everything together, even my hands, everything is stuck together, stuck together. But that's just me, don't worry about it. What I'm going to do, now we have a nice base, but if you look right, it is one big mess. But don't worry, it will be okay. We are going to get a couple of the boxwood, and you see already the little endings, and I'm going to make a little bush out of it. Just place them together like this, and I have already elastic band over here, and I'm going to place this one here, this one over here, and this one. I think I need a couple of 10-12 of this kind of pieces, but you can use also some other greenery. And I think maybe I do a couple more, because I want to be sure that I have a nice bush to popping it in the middle. And like this. And now I'm going to take my elastic band and I'm going to go over it and make sure that everything is stuck right. Of course, you can glue it, but if I would glue it, you know me with glue, it would be one big mess. That's why I just take an elastic band like this. So, now we have a nice little bush of boxwood, and we can place it very easy inside of here. Just squeeze it in, and we already have a nice, and everything is already worked away. You see? And I am really loving it because I love greenery. I'm going to take some pieces of my lavender and I'm just rip everything off. I think 2 and 1 in the middle, number 3. I'm going to place 1 over here, just squeeze it in where you can have it, and 1 on this side, squeeze it in, and 1 on this side. And if you want to have more, maybe I think I do this one also, and I place this one a little bit more to the other side, so I have also on each corner some lavender. So you see, you already have a nice, and you can use, I use the purple lavender, but you also can use the white. I also have white. I'm just going to take a bit of the baby breath, and of course again I'm going to place it a little by the lavender. This is one. I'm going to do this one also with this part. And this is a little bit more difficult because the baby breath is the stems are a little bit softer, so it's a little bit harder to get them in. You see, this is very bendable, but we are going to do our best and just squeeze it in. And the last, and we are going to do this one also over here, and you can go as crazy as you like. You just do what your taste is. I have to do this one a little bit better and squeeze it in, and you see now you have a nice, I will show you also the side. This is how he's on the side and this is how he's on the top, and I am really loving it. But like I said, you can change them up any way you like. Now we are going to glue this on top of the other piece, and then our wall hanger is almost finished, but we still need a piece of ribbon. So I have my first piece, and now we only need to glue this one on top of here. So what I'm going to do, I lay my hand this way, turn it over, take some wood glue, because I glued everything this time with some wood glue. Sorry, I did get my wrong wood glue, so it takes a little moment until he is under the wood glue is run down. So here he is, like this, on each top of the corners, this way and on this way. And now we're going to place it over, and I'm going to place it. I have to look that I don't get the wrong, of course I have to go like this, and I have to look if I have it in the line I want to have it. I have to stand up and look for it. I think I am almost at that point, like this. And I let it dry now for at least half an hour. You see, I have my ribbon, and I'm going to use the black and white ribbon, and the other side is just black. I just made a very easy, I just took such a piece of ribbon. I made a simple loop. I did some glue on the under piece and glue the top over here, so you get a nice loop over here, so we can use it on the back side of our frame. So, but that's the last step. So I have my ribbon over here. I'm going to do some glue on this ending, and I'm just going to place it And you can choose the way you want. You can use them this way, you can use them this way, just go whatever you think is right. I'm going for this, and I'm going to glue it on the back side like this. So I have I show it to you this way, and in a moment you see a little impression a little bit better. And here you see, like I promised, a quick impression of our wall decor hanger. And I did this one with the 3 blocks, but I probably will make also a smaller one to hang them together. I am really happy how this one turned out, so I hope you give this one a try also. Everyone here and just watching or doing this DIY together with me, thank you so much, dear friends. It means the world to me that you came over to see what I'm up to. If you're not subscribed to this channel, of course, I hope you click the red subscribe button and join my YouTube family. And of course, if you are in for more DIYs, come on over to our description box. There you find the link for this channel and of course our main channel, Decor Easy. So enough to see. Have an amazing day, everyone, and I hope to see you on Saturday.